Nick Sirianni, as you see him up here, he had to face the music. Me personally, on that fourth down call, I'm not really against the fourth down call. It's the play was the problem, the play call. I understand why he went for it. That's Nick Sirianni. He has faith in his football players. I have faith in the team of picking the yardage up and faith in the defense to get a stop, which they did. Stopped them from getting in field goal range. But you got to call a better play. Plain and simple, you just got to call a better play. Not a Hail Mary to a receiver you haven't been throwing to all game and say, go bail us out. Throw him a sad bone ball, go bail us out. That's why I say, A.J. Brown, you won't out, man. You won't hear no arguments from me. No arguments from me. They're not even trying to help themselves win a game. Playing easy, smart football. It's not hard to get A.J. Brown the ball. It's not. It's not. And what you're seeing from Saquon Barkley, great as he is, they can take him away. And what you going to do then? Offensive pass production all of a sudden is going to pick up in the playoffs, in the Super Bowl. Now we slice them for 300, 400 yards in the air. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. So, yeah, it's cause for concern from these Eagles. They're not playing sharp at all. They're pulling out wins. They're winning games, but it's going to bite them in the behind sooner or later. Sooner or later. And it's going to be sooner than later as you get closer to the end of the season. We're going to hear a few words from Nick Sirianni. I mean, he got to answer some questions. People want to know, what the hell were you thinking on the fourth down play? Instead of punting the ball, didn't kick a field goal. I understand why he didn't kick the field goal, but didn't punt the ball. Get them deep. Count on your defense. But like I said, I have no problem with going for it on fourth down in that situation. I just didn't like the play call. Go for trying to pick up the first down, not trying to hit a home run to a receiver you haven't been throwing to all game. It was disrespectful. You saw the body language on that play. Just flat out disrespectful, throwing him a sad bone ball at the end. Go win it for us. Let's hear from Nick Sirianni.
I think it was into the wind on that one. I knew the kick would have to be a little bit lower trajectory of a kick on that particular one. I got a lot of faith in our offense. It didn't work out on this one. We just didn't get it. But the decision, I stand put on that decision. Especially being up 3, because you go up 6, they're still going to need a touchdown, being Hail Mary, everything like that. So we would have ended the game if we would have got that, and I got a lot of faith in our guys to be able to.
And I agree with it. I agree with the decision to go for it on fourth down. I just didn't agree with the play call. That's it. This team is aggressive. He's going to go for it on fourth down on a lot of situations. Yeah, that was sort of a bad situation to do it. Fourth and 8, 9? They only need after that, 15, 20 yards maybe to be in field goal range to kick a field goal, game-tying field goal. Yeah, I understand the concern. But like I said, when you're playing to win and not to lose, you're going to make calls like that. You got to understand they're champions. That he's going to make a call like that. He wanted to end the game right then and right there. No questions asked. End it. Just a bad play call.
Do that. But the reason I didn't kick the field goal again, being up 3, and also just this trajectory into the wind there on that particular one.
At the end of
the half. So that one was the one we threw. Obviously you go out there and we get that turnover with 20.
Nick Sirianni, is he under the weather? Oh, you sick, Nick? You're a little scratchy there, ain't you? You're a little scratchy. I think he under the weather.
3 seconds, maybe 23 seconds, and I, really wanted to be able to see, hey, can we had 3 timeouts, 2 timeouts, 3 timeouts. Can we get ourselves in the range? And first down I think was a scramble. Second down was incomplete. So third down, what I wanted to be able to do in that situation was run it to and force them to get the clock down. We knew we could get it under 5 seconds or 5 and below, and then you don't have to punt.
Another thing while we're talking about being aggressive, play calling to be aggressive, trying to go for it there to end the game. Well, throughout the game, they wasn't playing aggressive. Plenty of third downs. Yeah, I know there was third down and long on a few of those. But they decided to run the ball and just punt it. Play the field position game. So they wasn't playing aggressive the whole game. But he chose to go for it on fourth down in that situation. And I don't know, man. I think the Eagles left a lot of play on that football field. Just not passing enough. Trying to be aggressive throughout the game. Not just on the fourth down play, but throughout the game. It could have cost them. It really could have cost them. Get the ball in the air. Devontae Smith caught some beautiful balls. And you can see what can happen when you're pushing the ball down the field. They're just not doing it often. I don't understand it. I don't. Nobody understands it. And if they don't figure it out, they're going to be out quick in the playoffs. You can't win a Super Bowl playing this way. That offense is sad. It's real sad. We'll leave it right there. Let's transition, though. In the news, general manager of the Dallas Mavericks, if y'all have forgotten, but he is out in Dallas. The guy who made the bonehead trade of sending Luka Doncic to the LA Lakers. For who? Band-Aid himself, Anthony Davis, who is out currently, right now, as we speak. No surprise. At the time he made that trade, he shook the whole NBA community. What is happening? No one ever seen a trade of that magnitude. I don't know, ever? Or a long time. A player like a Luka Doncic, franchise player. You sun him out overnight like he was a box of cereal. Luka Doncic is almost averaging 40 points a game. Anthony Davis is laying on a stretcher, which he's done majority of his career. Been out more than he played with the Dallas Mavericks. Who would get rid of a Luka Doncic of that talent, that magnitude? Yes, out of shape. He was getting nicked and dinged up as well here and there. But you just don't trade the guy. If you're going to trade him for a legitimate superstar, not an Anthony Davis. Has a long history of not being available. So farewell, Nico. Bad decision. Don't know who influenced you to make that decision, but I don't think you will get another general manager job making decisions like that, sir. We got another firing. Brian Daboll for the Giants. That's no surprise.